12 handicap, looking to work on a couple things to help improve general contact and ball striking. Certainly a few things we can go over here, but you've included a nice part of the video that we don't get to discuss a lot on this channel, the pre-shot routine. And a lot of what you're doing here I think is great and spot on for what a lot of people should do before they set up to the ball. So first, standing behind the ball and target, walking in with the club in the right hand first, aligning that club face to target. It is, I find at least, much easier to build your stance based off a face angle that you're looking straight down on, as opposed to walking in, trying to set your feet first, and then trying to line your face up from there. Often does not match up, as well as setting the face first, and then getting those feet set to that position. You've done that extremely well. On top of that, keeping the back foot square and lead foot slightly flared open to help aid in the rotation of your lower body through the swing. So all looking good so far. Next, let's build the stance and posture. Standing tall in the knees, working on keeping that back straight as you bend from the waist. That 51-degree angle is a very common spine angle that you'll see out of the tour pros from their stance and setup. You just have not dropped that knee flex down yet or taken your grip, which is going to sink you down just a bit lower than where you started. Body looks nice and aligned to target, but you see the variance in now the much more relaxed posture, keeping a little bit of roundedness in that back. It's important because as you transition, as you start moving in your backswing, you're going to maintain your head position, not really moving or shifting too much in the backswing as that club starts working in a pretty decent position. But as you work to get to the top of your backswing, you see how much standing up or head movement there is. That's really just caused from your spine extending or, like I said, standing up a bit. The flat left shoulder tilt or your upper body tilt working a bit more horizontal does prevent you from maintaining your posture down. And one not so easy way to fix it, but one approach to doing this as you're working your backswing, try your best to keep your left shoulder working down towards the ball. It's called shoulder tilt, and there's many drills that you can work on keeping the shoulder across your chest and pointing one end of the club directly down at the ball. The main takeaway from this video is the less movement you have in your spine throughout the swing, the less variability that club might have of striking the ground in different low points. So keeping a good stability here and assuming you have a consistent amount of arm extension through the strike, that club should strike the ground in a very consistent fashion. So that is at least the theory there. Keeping your spine angle a bit more down in the backswing should also prevent you from trying to early extend or stand up on the way through. Again, very general and vague, but start with that type of approach. If there's anything beyond that that is directional, your grip position and wrist angles to the top do look like they open up the face a little bit, so we'll keep those two aspects in mind as we jump over and check out our tour comparison. With a similar build and we'll just call it somewhat relaxed posture position from that starting position, poorly drawn, but that's Cam Smith with one of his weapons, an iron. Looks like a longer driving iron, but aside the point, let's get that same general spine line through the ear and watch how he maintains these angles. So with good width and extension, hips turn, shoulder is working more down to the ball. As you can see, that angle's closer to perpendicular to that of the flattish angle working toward the top. So we'll continue moving that. Both angles look like they're maintaining the same position as the body is smoothly turning or coiling around itself. Head essentially has not moved until it starts getting pulled down by rotating and clearing the lower body out and out of the way to the left. Then the club will lag and drop behind, allowing for some good extension and path action working straight toward the target. Not only is he maintaining a close position relative to that yellow spine angle line all the way through the downswing, just keep watching all the way through that follow through. That tilt angle is trying to be maintained both in the shoulders and in the overall spine position. So something to consider. It's not for the light of heart to be aware of what you're doing with your back and body. This calls on some flexibility. This is not the easiest task to just go out and start trying to do at full speed. So if you are to start working on these positions, maybe get a little bit taller, be cognizant of that position, work the left shoulder tilt a bit more down in that backswing, and go slow, because as you make changes in the golf swing, well, for one, it's not easy to do, and two, when you go fast, your old swing will just tend to poke out. So go slow, tilt down, maintain your posture. When you get that good striking, then you can consider start working on your grip, wrist angles, and club face control. Good luck. SendASwing.com.